Alrighty, I think I'm live. So feel free to hop on and, I guess talk whatever you guys want to talk about. Today's video is a hair tutorial, I guess you could say. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good enough spot. But this live can be for anything if you just want to hop on and chat for a bit. But this is going to be a hair tutorial, live hair tutorial, I guess. So, because I'm going to be showing my hair pieces, which it matches my hair. So I'm going to show you how you can use these in a lot of ways. You can actually use these. So I'm going to show y'all. Just pretty much go with what type of hair color you have. That matches somewhat to your hair, to make it look full. For those women who have thinning hair or they have short hair and they can't grow it as long, then these come in handy a lot. As you can see, my hair is thick up here, but then the further down it goes, it gets pretty thin. And that is when these come in. See, it kind of matches my hair. So I'm going to show you how to use these in either way. It could be a church event, a wedding, just all in all general. But you'll need hair pieces that'll match your color, and you'll need these donuts. Now I have these because my hair is not as thick anymore because it's getting thinner, so I use these. Now for some of you ladies that have really, 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 really long or thick hair, then you can use this big one. Which my hair, I don't have a lot of hair for this, so it doesn't really fit. Like what hair I do have, it does not fit on this one. So I use these. I use the little ones. Let's see if I can get this thing to fall. I hope everyone's staying safe today, because my dad he's doing better. He's still in the hospital, so because after he got through with COVID, he got pneumonia after that, so he couldn't breathe or walk. So my aunt came down and took him to the hospital, and so they put him on oxygen and whatnot, and antibiotics. So, but he's doing better. Still needs some prayers. Now, the way you brush your hair, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I always start from my ends and then work your way up. Because if you just go like that, you're ripping your hair out. Now, if you have long hair, they start from the very end and they slowly work their way up, and then they brush it. Now, some of these hairstyles that I'm about to show you with the hair pieces, um, they kind of work better if on maybe into the second or third day of unwashed hair. So, um, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is fifth day of unwashed hair. And as indigenous people, we don't really wash our hair every day. Some indigenous people don't wash their hair every day, and that's their secret of growing their hair out long is they don't take showers every day, or they don't wash their hair every day. And they depends on the diet I guess they're on. Um, yeah, they they don't believe in washing your hair every day because you wash your hair every day, it takes the natural oils from here and it makes your hair dry, as you can see. And also, not to brush your hair every day either, which I'm bad about that. But you know, so now for this one, what you're gonna do is you can do a part here, part ponytail, like so. And they don't have to be perfect. It's gonna be a low ponytail. And if you got somewhat of thick hair like me, almost thinning, you'll need big bobby pins. Focus. Big bobby pins. And then you'll need little ones for little pieces that need to, if you don't like where it's at, then you just use the little ones for the flyaways. So you kind of get it where you want it. Then you're going to take your ponies. Most people like to pull their hairs from the side out, but I'm not really into that. So I don't pull, I guess they call these wispies. So, but I don't pull those out. I just kind of leave them. So you just kind of get it where you want, like so. You're going to gather it all on the side. And do it into a low ponytail. Like so. And if you hear whining, that's my little old man Chihuahua. He's very spoiled. So Also, and I'm also taking prayer requests as well. So if you want to hop on and want me to pray for something, just uh, put it in the comments and say, hey, could you pray for this and that? I mean, you don't have to tell me. You can just say unspoken prayer request, and because God knows. You don't have to tell me. God knows the situation. So now for this, you can use these. This one's too big, but if you have a lot of hair, more hair than I do, this will come in handy too. You can use these, or you don't have to. But for secure, I'm going to use this scrunchy thing. So I'm going to put it right here. I don't know if you can see that. Boy, this camera is really clear. And you take the big bobby pins and you're going to pin it to your head so it doesn't move. I only put 2 because you don't want to get a headache or make your head hurt by using all those bobby pins. Now, if you have 1 or more hair pieces, you can actually put them. You can tell I use this one a lot. It's got hairspray and stuff. You can put them together, and it makes it look real full. See, I'll show you. You just put it on there like so. Actually, probably this one first, since this one is already stretched. You just pull your hair through. Like so. You kind of get where you think you might. And it's supposed to be messy. It's not supposed to be perfect. And you take your other one, pull your hair through that one. And if it doesn't stay, the second one, then you can always pin it to the donut. If it doesn't stay. Which I think it's gonna stay, so I'm just going to pin it. Now there is an elastic on the hairpiece, like it's a little rubber type band. So there, I secured it with a few bobby pins of the big ones. Because it did not stay. And that's what it looks like. Okay. And then you take the other one, pull your hair through, and stick it on there. Check. Like so. I guess everybody's sleeping. And then once you do that, you take the rest of all this. Now you can curl it. You can curl it and then pin it. Or you can make really small pin curls and pin them. You can either take one finger, you can take one finger and roll it. Let me see. Yeah, you can take one finger, roll it, or you can take two fingers and roll it, and then pin it. Or you can curl your hair and then just start pinning whichever way. Now me, I don't care much for this, the side bun, because I don't like it on my neck, but I'll show you what I usually do for that one. So, but yeah, feel free to hop on and chit chat. Whatever you want to talk about. Anybody got any prayer requests? Let me know and we'll pray for it right now in Jesus' name. And what I'm doing right now is just pinning it to the bun. Because what you're doing is you want to cover this with all your hair, including some of the little the hair pieces. If you want to lay some of the hair pieces down, you use the little ones, which we'll use those here in a minute. And then basically you just pin wherever you feel like you need to pin. I mean, it's almost 9:20 p.m. here in Texas. So. as you're pin curling, you might get some of the hair pieces, but that's okay because you'll work them into your hairpiece. I mean your pin curls. Not bad. And you see it's already looking pretty full. Okay. And usually you use hairspray. You can use any hairspray. I just like I like this type of hairstyle. This hairstyle. Sheesh. Hairspray because the reason why I like it so much is I can actually brush my hair while I still have this in my hair. It's really good. Then you would spray it, and then you would get the smaller bobby pins and start pinning the way, however way you like to pin it. And I'm looking at my mirror here, so I'm going to start pinning wherever. Wherever there needs to be pinned, you you pin it with the small ones. So you check. Because you will have some that fall, so you need to try and fix those. Looks good. And then you get to where you like it, then um, then you can spray it again, or you can spray it while you're doing this. And then, because most young Pentecostal apostolics, they like to put things, you know, in their hair, you know, But me, now this is just me. This is just my convictions. I don't really like to put stuff on my hair, you know. Um, Most people do. Um, I guess it just depends on the person, really. Because most young ones like um, like that kind of stuff. I guess I'm just 31 years old. Most people do, but um, you can decorate however you want to. Um, but me, I just leave it natural the way it is. But you can use whatever you want to. You can use any kind of clips like these. My mom actually gave these to me, but I never use them, never wear them, but I still have them. I think I got one. Yeah, I got two of them that I never wear because I like it plain and simple mainly. So, but that's this hairstyle. Depending on what side you want it on. I usually do it on this side. Um, and it don't matter what side you do it on. It's still, for you ladies, it's still gonna look good. So, well, there's this one, the side, which I don't do very often. But if I do a side bun, it's very simple, very easy, real quick. If you're in a rush, real quick. Um, really good. So, but yeah. But if anybody wants to hop on and say hello or needs needs me to pray for something, you don't have to tell me what it is. You can just say unspoken prayer request, and we'll pray for it right now in Jesus' name. So, and I use a lot of bobby pins too. Probably too much bobby pins. But girl can never have too many bobby pins. But then again, she's got to buy more because when the Holy Ghost gets a hold of her, her hair starts coming down. Bobby pins going, bobby pins flying everywhere. Everywhere. That's why some Pentecostals they do well, this Pentecostal girl, she does a check. In other words, when before I go to church, I do this and I jump up and down, make sure my hair is still gonna be, if it's still gonna stay there. So that's what I usually do. And sometimes it stays pretty good. I don't gotta worry about it falling down. But I get a lot of compliments too on some of my hairstyles, but not very often. And I'm a Sunday school teacher, so I love it. Love the kiddos. There's one hairpiece. Whoops. And there's the other earpiece. And there's the other one. Take this down. And you can tell I use it a lot because it's starting to come unraveled. And you can get these anywhere. Yeah, you can get these. You can get these at Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Walmart. I got this one at Sally's. But these you can get anywhere. That's probably why they're coming apart, because they're cheaply made. But they work. So then you take your hair down. You brush it out. And see, which I didn't put hairspray, so but if I did, I use this because while this is still in my hair, I can brush my hair and it doesn't hurt my hair. Also, ladies, if you got gray, embrace it. That means you're just getting wise or wiser. So embrace your grays. Because as you can see, I got quite a bit of them. And I earned every bit of them too. Okay. Now that was the side one. Now this particular one, I do this hairstyle every day, all the time. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to show you the simple side bun. For those that are in a rush or whatever, but you still want to look nice. You don't want to look all frumpy. So you brush your hair like this. Okay, then you grab your ponytails. And then you gather it all up like so. You do another ponytail like so. Then, if your hair is not as thick as mine, or if your hair is thicker than mine, you'll need several bobby pins to hold it in place. Me, I only need maybe 3 because my hair is not as thick anymore. So now for this one, if you're in a rush or anything, you just twist your hair like this, and then you're going to wrap it. So twist, and you're going to wrap. Now you can let it loose to make it kind of, like that. And then we just start pinning. Wherever you feel like it needs to be pinned, you just pin. And then voila, you're finished. So that's my quick updo when I'm in a hurry. That's what I usually do, is when I'm in a hurry. So the next hairstyle I'm going to do is my go-to hairstyle. It's my everyday hairstyle, pretty much. Um, this is my everyday hairstyle that I'm going to show you. I wear this hairstyle every day. I wear it in the rain, summertime, wintertime, um, fall, any type of way I wear it up. So what you're gonna do, if you have glasses, you gotta take your glasses off so you don't break them. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lean your head over and you're going to brush. You're going to brush all of it like this. You're gonna brush it into a ponytail. Yeah, feel free to jump on and um, I'm not sure I understand that comment. So you're going to gather all your hair into a high ponytail. Now this particular hairstyle, I usually, um, depends on how early I get up, I do this hairstyle. Now with this particular hairstyle, you can curl it and then start pinning the curls whichever way you want to, along with your hair pieces. So again, we're going to use this again. Then we're going to pin it down with the big bobby pins. We're going to pin it down on our head. There. And then you can use 3, you can use all of them. But I use just one of them. So. But yeah, depends on the occasion, I'll use 2. But for right now, I'll just use 1. For right now. Well, no, I'll just use 2. Just because while I'm doing it, might as well use 2 of them. There you go. And now, with the side bun, you're going to do the same with the rest of your hair. Or when you curl it, you can pin it as well. Whichever one you prefer, you can do. So I just take not big sections, but well, maybe like that, depending on the how long your hair is and how thick your hair is. You can use more hair, but since my hair is not as thick anymore, I just kind of grab whichever one I feel, and then I just start pinning. You just pin wherever you want to pin. And when I'm pinning, I don't like to look in the mirror because once you look in the mirror, it messes you up. So I just kind of look down and kind of feel around, where I want to pin. So it's 9:40. I'm trying to hurry so I can um, get ready for bed because I like to get up in the morning and start my day with beautiful sunrise and coffee and time with Jesus and His Word. So that's my free time. That's how I like to spend my free time. Is sunshine, good cup of coffee, and the Lord's Word. Um, that's how I like to spend my Saturdays. But now, I have someone in my life now that I may have to work around that some way, somehow. Um, I'll still spend time with the Lord because you should do that anyways, um, no matter who's in the picture. Because I'll be spending my Saturdays with Him, but I'll also still be spending time with the Lord. Because He knows that's very important to me. Is I get that time with the Lord. And I'm a church goer too, as well. So, and I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't need to go to church. I'm the church." And they'll say, "Oh, I don't need a church because I am the church." Oh yeah, but you as a church, what what are you doing to um? What am I trying to say? If you are the church, then what are you doing? If you say you're the church, your body is the church, your body is the temple, then what are you doing? Why are you putting stuff in your temple that does not belong there? That doesn't really belong there. And a lot of people say they don't need church and whatnot, but that's their you know, not every church is bad. you know. So now this is you're just going to start pinning wherever you feel like you need to pin. So, and a lot of people say they are the church, but yet they are sitting on their booties watching football, going to parties, getting drunk, stupid, and yet they tell people their body is the church and that they don't need the church. Well, technically, you still need the church because as a baby Christian, we still need that support. We still need that, that encouragement that keeps us going every day. And that's just me though. That's not for everybody. Now me personally, I need the church because I need that support. I need my church family. Because now that both my grandparents are gone, and they're the ones that brought me to Jesus. They're the ones that brought me to the Lord. I think it was back in 2010 is when they brought me to the Lord, and they showed me who this God was that I didn't want anything to do with at all. I was fine in my sin. I was fine. I didn't think anything was wrong with my sin until they showed me otherwise. So that's why I need the church. Because I do not want to. I mean, we're all going to mess up, we're all going to fall. But as Christians, it is up to us whether we stay down or we get back up. And it don't matter where you go to church, as long as you go to church and as long as they speak the truth. And that's why I go to church. That's why I need my church family. Because once I stop going and once I stop believing that, oh, I don't really need to go to church. I don't have to go to church. Once I start believing like that, then I know that I have fallen. And the person I'm with is supposed to, when I start doing that or thinking that, see, that's why my grandparents want me to find somebody that if I ever do fall or start doing bad things, then that person would say, hey, Shay, let's, go back, I don't think you need to do that anymore. I think we need to, ask the Lord for forgiveness and let's start going back to church. So, and that's why my grandparents were very strict on who I was dating or going with, because they wanted that person to, if I did fall or if I did stumble, and they just wanted basically a godly man. And, but that didn't happen. But, and I told them, I said, I know you guys want me to date a godly man that, that would want to go to church with me as a family, and, well, here's my pet peeve for just in all general, just a general. This is just me, personally. If I ask you to go to church with me, maybe 10 times, and you go each time I ask you, this is the one thing I do not like. I don't like it. This is why I don't ask people to go to church anymore. Because if I asked you 10 times to come to church and you show up, that's great. That's awesome. But I don't want you to come to church because I ask you. I want you to come to church because you want to. Not because I ask you, but because you want to. And my friends, they don't come to church because I don't ask them. And my thing is, I shouldn't have to ask you to go to church. You know when it starts. You know when you have to get up and get ready. You know when the adult Sunday school class starts. You know when worship starts. And you know when to get up and to head out the door to go to church. I shouldn't have to ask you to come. You should automatically, oh, it's Sunday, I gotta get up and get ready to go to church. I shouldn't have to ask you. But that's just me. That's my pet peeve. I do not like when I ask people to come to church 15, 20 times, and during those 15, 20 times they do come. And I'm like, okay, cool, they're coming. So let's see what happens when I stop asking them to come. And so I did. I quit asking. Did they show up? Nope. See, I shouldn't have to ask. If you know the time, you know you have to be there, you know when to get up and go to church. That should already be in here. You should already, I shouldn't have to ask you. But, so that's why I quit asking people to come to church with me. Because they only come when I ask them to. When I quit asking, they never show up again. You don't see them again. So I just quit asking people to come to church with me. Because then I realized they're only coming because I asked them to. They're not getting anything out of it. They're just showing up because I want them to. Really? I mean, that's great that they're showing up, but, 15, 20 times, you should already know when it starts, when to get up. I shouldn't have to ask you anymore. So, I don't ask. I don't even ask my brother to come to church anymore. Because when I do, he'll show up if I ask. But see, the thing is, I don't have to ask him to come to church. He should already get up. He should already know. But, people nowadays are too lazy and they don't want to get up in the mornings because they party hardied all day long and they don't want to get up the next day to go to church. I'm like, well, you got other priorities, I guess. Beer and partying comes first and then God comes second. No, that's not how it works. God comes first before anything else. Because it's God, husband, or it's God, man, woman, children, family, friends. It just goes down the line. But God is always first, then the man, then the woman, then the children. If the man fails, then it's the woman's job to take the kids to church and to feed them and to feed feed the word to them. Now, if the woman fails, then it's our job to go and pick up the kids. And once, they drop the kids off at church and leave them there, and then they go to Sunday school. And then, if both parents fail and the kids coming to church, then the kids win the parents, and then they go to church as a family again, and then they put God back into their lives, because God first, man, woman, children, family, animals, with whatever you want to put. So that's just me. But that's just me. I don't mind asking people to come to church with me, but I don't want to have to keep asking, and keep asking, and keep asking. They should already know. Like my brother, for instance. He knows adult Bible study starts at 10. Same thing with the person that's in my life. Bible study starts at 10. Worship starts at 11. You don't have to be there at 10. You can be there 10:30, whatever. But they know the time. They know the time they have to get up to get ready for church. But do they show up? Do they get ready? No. If I ask them to, they'll get up and get ready. But if I don't ask them, they're not going to get up and get ready. They're going to be sleeping. Or, sleeping in the bed or whatever. I'm like, hey, if you want to sleep your life away, that's fine. But I'm just thankful that I have breath. So, but yeah, that's just me. I don't mind I don't mind asking people, but I get tired of asking, and then when I do get tired of asking, I'm like, okay, so maybe they'll start coming now. Maybe they'll just start showing up. Hey, I'm coming to church. I'll meet you there. Okay, cool. I didn't have to ask them. But that's not the case now. So, but eventually, hopefully, they'll just start randomly coming without me having to ask them. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I'm not going to ask no more. Nope. I'm not going to ask them no more. I'm done. I'm done asking. So if we're going to have events and stuff, yeah, I'll ask. If we're going to have a night out or whatever at church, like a get-together or something at church, then I will ask for them to come. But anything else, I'm done asking. Because if they can't take the time to actually get up on a Sunday, get dressed, and say, hey, I'll meet you at church, then you're wasting your breath on asking. So, with all that being said, I'm not going to ask no more. If they want to come to church, that's up to them. So, anyways, it is almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Keep Jesus first. And we'll see you later.